Hello everybody and welcome back to Trails in the Sky. Hello there, Pun. And after your My Donuts command, I just realized I did not reset the donuts. Oh no. As expected from me, I suppose. I'll have to remember to do that after stream. Alright. Yo, what's up, Isaac? Welcome, welcome. Alright, last time, we got Julia on our team. And I believe if I do right stick in, yes, I can teleport. Is there anything that I'm gonna have to do with my current party when it comes to our orbment usage? I think I only have access to like level 1 stuff. Yup. Alright, well, we'll leave it as it currently is for now. Eepee. Right, we already have all this. Could get better boots, but we're also very limited with Mira. That we may need for accessories later on. Okay, let's get back to where we were and potentially find a different girl who is the only one in a group of guys that fly in the sky. We definitely don't know who that could possibly be. Let me lower the volume a little bit, it's kind of loud. Every single time. I wish Trails in the Sky added like a borderless full screen option, so that the audio would still play, even when I alt-tab, but it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Wasabi? What did sharks say when I ate a clownfish? This tastes funny? You should be sorry after that joke, Isaac. I 100% agree. Where does this go? Goes back up? Ah, yeah, okay. No, the cutscene is so long. I could just teleport back down there anyways. And I believe this was where... No, okay, it was just a bunch of like loop-de-loops that we did in order to get here, gotcha. In the map option, I see moon doors and sun doors. Okay, thank goodness. So I don't have to remember specifically where each of them are. I can simply just use an option here in order to get there. Oh yeah, that's right. What the heck is going on with like the demons from hell being here? This is the exit you noticed before, right, Father? Or entrance, perhaps. It's just like that magic circle at the base. Do you think this will take us somewhere completely new? Most likely. It's the only other route I've seen, so we're just gonna have to see where it takes us. No other secrets around? Helpful to know where they are, because you may want to teleport to them to be near something else. Fair enough, honestly. Oh god, did we just teleport into a cutscene? That's a statue of a white falcon. Wait, isn't this... This is the southern block of Gransel. Thank goodness, we're finally out of there. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're still in a Genjutsu. Honestly, fair point, Wasabi. You invade the demons' home and complain about them being home. I didn't want to be here, but yeah, hopefully, hopefully they don't mess with me while I try to figure out my way out of here. I know better, though. Also, have a good night's rest, Isaac. What's up with you, Brias? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Well, I can't pretend to be all that familiar with Grancel. But that's not its main gate, is it? What?
That's a very big and fancy gate. Crap!
What?
No, it isn't. Never mind, it's not a cutscene. It's a part of the dungeon. Hey, we get to reuse some assets, make a new level. It works. The otherworldly capital. Unless if there is some lore reason to this. Did the thing under Grancel Castle activate again? I mean, we already know what it does, but maybe it has some other function.
Those soldiers aren't the royal army. What has happened here? What happened to the capital while I was away?
Man, I did not see this coming when we stepped out of that warp. Either something happened here while we were stuck inside that place, or
Phantasma is now able to influence the world outside.
I apologize, but I cannot stand here any longer. I need to go check on Grancel Castle. I am concerned for the city's citizens, but above all, I fear for the safety of Her Majesty and the princess. I don't think any of them are gonna be here. Well, Chloe might show up later, being trapped in one of the Pokeballs, but I think this is more so a replica rather than the actual world itself, but we'll see. I don't blame you, but we're coming with. Strong as you are, going alone isn't smart.
But panicking is the worst thing you can do right now. Extraordinary situations like these are when caution and careful thinking are your most valued allies.
You're quite right, of course, I understand. Then castle it is. We should try and investigate the city on our way there too. Keep your eyes peeled though. The fiends here look like they're not playing around.
Understood.
Right! I want some ice cream. You know, it is strangely laggy, just like actual Grancel Castle is. Alright. We got anything new here? Oh, we do indeed. Unfortunately, I do not have the money for all of this. We'll just have to farm it. So, who do I want to give an upgrade to first? Ria's, Julia. We'll go with Ria's. It also gives her range +2. Well, maybe she already has range +2 on her thing. Yeah, it does increase Kevin's range though, but he doesn't really use his normal attack all that often anyways. I suppose I could sell Little Mira. No, Sepith, I mean. Imagine selling Mira for Mira. Oh no, convert. There we go. I have some extra time Sepith left over. If I sold 50 of these... There we go. I have enough for another weapon. I shall grab this. Scramasax. What are these names? A Templar sword that has been baptized grants peace to foes. I think the kind of peace it grants is eternal, but I could be wrong. A one-handed sword for those who fight for a living. Scramasax. Interesting. We really, kept all the numbers simple in this game, didn't we? Just all multiples of 100, the lower we go. I wonder what the max is, like 1,000? Or do we go even past that? Like how many floors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe like plus 700 by the end of the game. Hello? Over 9,000? Impossible. A number like that has never been recorded before in history. HV2. I don't remember the rest of the story already. Well, it's been a week. How am I supposed to be expected to remember all this? Whatever. The place looked less like a shop and more like the newest secret playground for the local children. Long abandoned after the passing of its owner, but no. To clarify, it was very much in business. Whatever that means. What's up, Steve? Why can't I get items from this little mini chest? Hey, yo, what's up, Jay? Welcome. I'm glad that YouTube did not betray you. It does so quite often for many of our viewers, unfortunately. But every now and then it works. How'd the furniture assembly go? It took me, I think, like 8 or 9 hours to get it done. But I did. And it works. Is it beautiful? No, not really. Is it perfectly aligned? Definitely not. But it functions. And that's what is important. Oh, hello there. The thing is, right? It came with no instructions. And there were like guidelines on all the different panels for the cabinet. But the guidelines themselves didn't even line up to each other. So if you did follow the guidelines, you would get a really funky looking cabinet. So ultimately I just kind of had to eyeball it. I didn't have the tools nor the know-how to make it perfect, but like, it's as close as can be. Bring to me the girl who loves to fish. Only then shall the door open. Well, I guess that's confirmation that we're gonna get Estelle in this game. Freestyling furniture. Honestly, guys, if I had made all of it myself, it probably would have taken me less time. Simply based off of the fact that I knew exactly what all the measurements would be. Perfect is the enemy of good enough? Exactly. As long as when you pull out the cabinet, it doesn't like fall off or crash into the other cabinet right next to it, it's fine. It works. The wife of that fisherman who was kind of bad? Yeah, maybe. Imagine they introduced a side character as a part of our ensemble here. I'd be down for that. What did you say about fishing minigame? No thank you. Please no, not in this game. Canada probably manufactured in the Red Country. Come with instructions of other furniture that look a bit similar. Probably, yes. If I had to assume. They did say that they were like a factory that made things here and locally in Thailand. But you never know. You never know. Like, it didn't even look like what my mom ordered from the pictures. It functions though, so whatever.
I don't think anyone's here. I had faintly hoped there would be, but I should have known that wouldn't be the case. The guild's assistance would have been immensely helpful in a situation like this too.
I'll go and have a look at the telephone. Maybe we'll be able to contact a branch somewhere else and ask them for help.
Thanks, Tita.
You might as well try.
It's no use. The phone's technically working, but I can't actually get through to anywhere.
Technically working. Granted, we do run on orbital energy, so they don't necessarily have to be plugged into a power grid for this to be working. So yeah, that makes sense. Yo, what's up, Partial? How could no one be here when we are here? Very true, actually. It's kind of contradictory in a way.
Have you tried contacting headquarters at Lyson Fortress?
Oh, no. No good. I can't get through to them either.
I see. I imagine you would get the same result no matter where you tried to call.
Probably, yeah. Well, it's not ideal, but it looks like we're on our own. Always have been, always will be. It cannot be used, but why can I interact with it? Perhaps that will change? Streaming hasn't been invented in universe yet. Imagine in a future Trails in the Sky game, we get a party member who is just a YouTuber. Their ability is to live stream all of our actions. Or like... Actually, you know what? Is her name Dorothy? The newspaper girl? It would be an ability like that, where you like take up the camera and stun the enemy with the flash of the camera. Bring to me the dancer with silver locks. Only then shall the door open. Dancer with silver locks. That has to be... Shira? Not gonna lie, dudes, I kind of forgot Shira's name. But then when I thought of her, I thought of Charizard, and then I remembered Shira's name. Anyways, let's fight these guys. Okay, what are you packing? Iron Knight. You are weak to time. Animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages. Skewer's pose with this lance. Okay. I could... Sobler. I don't know if Charizard can dance, but it certainly does not have silver hair. You never know. I haven't played a Pokemon game ever since Emerald, so I don't know what Charizard even looks like anymore. Weren't there like the Mega Evolutions and stuff like that? It's been such a long time. Yo!
Alright, what's next?
Although I don't know what the shiny looks like. I wouldn't know either. We haven't been in this building yet. The biggest mystery to me has always been like why shiny hunting is so popular. Like, I get it's rare, and maybe it's kind of like a gacha roll in a sense, but I could never. Did I just get a better weapon after buying a weapon? Good riddance, the son coldly muttered as he turned the key to lock the shop. This would be the last time he would be forced to ever step inside. I'll bet I can fetch a pretty Mira for his tools at the market. Collectors, I guess? I suppose so. Oh, God. It's so much better, too. Well, we use it for one battle. A sharp one-handed sword with a twisting blade. ATS of plus 25 and agility plus 5. Let's go. And I guess the 100 just strength doesn't hurt. Good evening, Argoth. Welcome. You're just in time for us to speculate about why people watch shiny hunting. I think Oblivion did a few streams doing that. And I guess you could do those as like, just chill, just chatting kind of streams. I don't know. I've never personally done a purely just chatting one, aside from the birthday events. I don't really know what to talk about. Sorry, but the magic palm that restocks all the chests hasn't come by here yet.
try again in another game. The Magic Palm. Is this actual lore? Have we finally figured out what it is that restocks all these chests? Yo, what up, N-Bird? Defeating evil? Trying to. We have absolutely no idea what's going on right now. So, yeah, we're just going along. Because they like the person doing it? Can't see why else you would? I see. That makes sense. Fubuki's into gacha, and she was the one with several many-hour-long streams hunting for shiny Magikarp with repeated Akaina. It's red? Damn.
Hey!
You know, that makes a lot of sense for Fubuki. I rarely, if ever, watch any of the Japanese VTuber streams anymore. But yeah, it definitely feels more like a gacha thing. It's like, what's in the box? Or in this case, what's in the bush? You never know. It'll have a 0.5% chance of being something else. Nico did it recently and accepted call-ins. You know, that actually does make sense. Just do like an open VC stream.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Or, you know, you could do it as like a stream where you're counting down to something. Like, say, let's say that two other VTubers who are collabing with each other slept in and are late for their own collab stream. You could just like boot up a shiny hunting stream for yourself while you're waiting for them to start their stream. Thank you. The story truly begins neither with Genie. Genevieve. Genevieve? Nunny? Nor with Jubilee, but with the shop in the letter located in Boss, cramped between two of the most popular shops on the block, was a tiny, tiny building. Many interesting conversations were had because there was no time limit on the calls. I can only imagine. Surely that would never happen. I'm sure especially Japanese VTubers would never be late to stream. Never. Wait, father! I haven't finished my confession yet! What have you done, my son? I spent money in a gacha game! Oh no. Not even God can forgive this sin. Alright, let's go left. Oh, shit! God damn it. I thought you were dead! No! Ow! Owie pizzowie! Whatever. I'll smoke ya. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. Definitely not healthy. I think this will one-shot you. With the remaining health that you currently have, at least. So we'll focus on everybody else. Bam! Bam! Oh, come on! You even get the step at the upturn? Are you kidding me? Whatever. We have the restore HP right next to us, so it matters not. Ah, I thought you did more damage there, Tita. My bad. Okay, well, at least we'll kill one of them. Keep poking me so I can get more craft points. Alright.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Reminded of Fubuki and our 4 hours of digging a hole in Minecraft while waiting for someone to wake up. That surely never happened. We really need to get like an AoE spell. Hopefully at some point. What up, where's Egg? Unfortunately, we just started the stream, so I can't end it right now. Actually, how long has it been? Almost 30 minutes. Time sure flies when you're just walking through Grand Hall, I suppose. Oh shit, he has an instant death attack. This should kill him though.
Justice must always prevail.
Justice must always prevail. Always.
Alright. I'll be back in an hour or two. Roger that. You must keep the legacy alive! Okay, let's check over to the left side here first. What's going on? Am I allowed to? Never mind. Can I only head directly to the castle? Yeah, seems like it. It's like we're on rails! Right. Building on the left. Hello. I think this is like the first time where I have a valid reason to just barge into people's homes. Normally we just do it out of spite. If you stare into this chest and say Ouroboros 5 times, Bru Blanc will visit you at this night. What? Is this some sort of Beetlejuice thing? And I reference that as if I've seen the movie, but admittedly I have not seen Beetlejuice. I am sorry. To all the Beetlejuice fans that I know are currently in my chat right now. Julian Icon. That was not hot. But it's fine. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, might as well. Bam! Item. I forgot what the item turn does. I'll have to look it up.
Justice must always prevail.
Time to crucify a streamer for not watching a movie I like. Sorry, Zero, it has to be this way. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance starts playing. Yo, what's up, Kiwi? Can't stay for too long because I had to go to my psychologist. Roger that. Thanks for stopping by regardless. Oh. I'll be right there next to you, Zero. Haven't seen it either and don't plan to. Damn. We're just like in that Pirates of the Caribbean meme where we're being hanged and we're just looking at the next guy over and you're like, first time? Yeah. Definitely not my first time having being crucified by the comment section for not seeing a very popular movie. Space Odyssey. You gaze deeply into the empty chest, hoping for enlightenment. You feel hungry. I'm always hungry. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always hungry.
Okay, those are just stairs. I did not know that Beetlejuice had a cartoon. I do know that Ghostbusters has a cartoon. Although, I think I watched that as a kid, but I can't recall a single episode of it for some reason. I wonder why. I still remember the movie though. Okay, what does the white bracelet do? Prevents blind. Yeah, there you go. And while I'm in here, I have an HP 2 for anybody who wants the upgrade. This gives us Tira. 6,000. Definitely need that. Deltarune Chapter 3 comes out today. I've noticed a lot of people have been talking about it in the Discord. I don't know anything about the series though, so... Men in Black cartoon, if you remember it now. I wonder why. I feel like the second Men in Black movie was just not very good. But I could be misremembering. I thought 1 and 3 were okay. Well, 1 was probably the best. Cat in the Hat cartoon? That I don't remember. For some reason, I remember the live-action Cat in the Hat movie. Was it good? I don't know. Inside the chest is an ancient note hinting at the location of the 8th Septarian. It crumbles to dust before you can read it. Damn. We'll never know the deep lore. Oh, this is the beginning of the story. You remember reading the teaser in Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter for Trails in the Chest, but you didn't feel like reading it then. Yet suddenly you have a craving for more trails in the chest. I'd be down for Trails to the Chest, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, this time around we will not be getting the full story for Trails in the Chest. I will look it up later in my own time, potentially. La 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 la. Hideko hummed, barely audible over the sound of the vacuum. Suddenly, ding dong went the doorbell. My, she exclaimed, who could that be? And this is 1 out of 12. Are there multiple, like, stories for all these chests? But they all use the same signifier. So I guess the only way you could tell them apart is by the number of parts that they have. Why would you do this to us? Who are the fans that sent these messages? There's plenty of chest in Trails in all senses. Good to know. Good to know that I'm playing the right series. I've also heard there's plenty of that in the Tales of games too. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Blur the soul. Let's use smoke cannon.
Prepare to meet your fate!
Nice. Oh, I think I should set Tita's S-Break as well. To make sure that we're using the right one. Alright, set S-Break. Let's use a Cannon Impulse. The silent one is funny, but Cannon Impulse might be more useful. And Julia, you guys should separate a little bit. You don't have to be that close to each other. Alright.
Oh, what the? Aw, man. Nuts. Well, you gotta get the crit turn. Can't even steal it. I probably could with an S-Crab, but like, why would I? Actually, do I have like a delay attack? No, I don't. Wait a minute, AT delay. Well, let's try it out. Holy moly! Now that's my crit turn! Haha! You fool! Okay, that's an impede and that is a heal. We do have an S-Craft though. Praise for a Valkyrie who mows down foes with a light beam. Cool beans. I'm not gonna use it here though.
Hey.
Let's rebuild up Tita's S-Craft. And I suppose confirming your death could be nice. That is an instant kill attack. On who? On you. Can I kill you in time or take that turn from you? No, I cannot. 139. I could AT delay you again. I think in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't really matter anyways, but it's good practice. Arrows of light! Wait a minute. If the insta-kill drops on Tita's turn, does that mean everybody hit by her AoE dies? This I need to see. Let's just use the craft. What if I use a smoke cannon?
Prepare to meet your doom!
Okay, I mean, I think so.
Scary.
Granted, the guy on the left, their health was already pretty low, so who knows. The guy on the right was definitely 1,000 HP. That would be very OP. And I sincerely hope it's true. Inside this empty chest is another empty chest with hold another empty chest containing yet another empty chest. It's chestception. What do they call those things? Like Russian dolls? Where there's a doll inside of the doll? But why? Why do we have the doll inside of the doll? Is that meant to be something much deeper? Can I sneak around this way? Nope, I cannot. Matryoshka? Yeah. Or however you pronounce that. Bro, I don't want to fight you no more. Don't think there's anything down this way. We'll just grind a little bit, I suppose. Why not have a doll inside a doll? Good question. No reason not to. Okay, the guy's probably dead. So let's focus on somebody else. Meant for children. But why? What does it signify? Is there any deeper meaning, or is it simply just a toy? Whatever they do with it is their prerogative. Okay, I see. Death! Bonus death! Yes, it does. It affects everyone in the AoE.
Hurry!
I get that it's a toy, but it could have deeper meaning. You never know. However, in this case, I suppose not. I shall trust you on this one, Steve. Oh. 1 second. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, I figured. But smoke cannon could just kill an entire group instantly. As long as you get Tita on the right turn, of course. A large armored soldier is blocking the path to the castle. Attempt to defeat it? I'm not going to attempt. I'm going to. And why does he start with a crit turn? What is this bullshit? I'll actually use Rias as craft here. I want to see what it does, first and foremost. Whereas for you, sir, we don't have any AoE attacks. So I suppose we'll just soul blur the big guy. An animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages specializes in charge attacks. Alright, I'm gonna have to be kind of quick with this one though. There we go. Holy moly! Oh yeah! Okay, I suppose we could hit everybody except the one in the far back.
Upon the golden wings of battle, descending to that land to rescue wayward souls.
Hi. Jesus Christ! So, why does the girl with no S-craft up until now get like the coolest looking one? I was gonna say, EK. Also, welcome to the stream. The Valkyrie does look kinda like the Digimon. Angelomon? Or something like that? I don't know. Angelicamon. Yeah, might as well be.
Not bad.
I didn't know this was like them animes. Honestly, I can understand. It's super hard to tell. Oh. Oh, it is Angelomon. Okay. I did only play like one Digimon game, but we didn't even finish it. I just couldn't stand the characters.
No.
What's this magical symbol for?
I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems.
And unfortunately, our entire D&D party did not take knock, so I guess we're kind of screwed. Unless, actually, would knock work on a door that is magically sealed? Would that be its purpose? Or is it specifically unable to be used on something like that?
Which means that we're going to need to find some way to remove it, or we won't be able to get inside.
Most likely, yeah. You alright with us leaving the castle until later then?
I fear we have little choice. I can only hope that Adios keeps everyone inside safe until we can return. Shall we resume our search of the city in the meantime?
That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. Knock disables arcane lock for 10 minutes. Okay, cool. So it would work here. But all we ever took were attack spells, so I guess we're screwed.
Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open.
Isn't that you, Julia? I guess not. Guardian of the royal family. Blade that serves the imperial house. Hmm? Am I forgetting a character? One of the reasons to have knock, magical doors, although some doors are beyond knock. Gotcha. Probably Julia? I mean, that's what I figured, but it's not letting me in. Or maybe you have to do it after you do, like, the sun door, right? I don't know. Does Julia have to be in a certain position within the party for that to activate? And I think the door that opened was the one back here. Sounds like 2 people. Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Oh yeah, maybe it is 2 people within the party specifically. So guardian of the royal family would be Julia. You would think that blade that serves the imperial house would also count as Julia, but we're not gonna get Estelle's dad, so I don't think that'll be it. Who's the blade? Vander? Was that his name? Vander. Every single time anybody brings up Vander, I can only think of Arcane. But I think the one you're referring to is the guy who's always with the prince, right? There's only one empire on this continent, liberal is a kingdom. Gotcha. Yeah, Olivier's assistant. I too want to type Oliver sometimes. Okay, so yeah, Vander might join us then later on. Gotcha. And interesting. Wait, that's a star door. Star doors have like joint cutscenes? Right, let's rebuild Rias's S-Craft again. He's not gonna die, so we'll stab him one more time. And we'll work on you. Good old buddy, old pal. Actually, to be more optimal, I probably should just stick to, like, the side first. That way, when Tina hits the one in the middle, we can damage everybody.
Justice must always prevail.
Alright. Anybody in here? The door is locked. I suspect maybe we'll get Vander by going to the embassy. Actually, which embassy were they at? Is it the one on the other side of the street? I'm not clever enough for all these chess phrases, but I sent in my suggestion anyways. That was kind of clever. Also penguin. And bunny. And bear. That's some nice looking bread. Oh wait, there's a chest over here. Septium drops. Found a scrap of paper with a recipe. Thank you. There's some green hair inside. The chest prays to Adios, the sinful priest gets his just desserts. Yo, what's up, Tinkerlin? I wouldn't say that you missed out on much. That was the first time that we saw Rias's S-Craft, but apart from that, We're kind of just walking around Grand Soul City. Well, what looks like Grand Soul City.
Hideko didn't even wait for an answer. She just flung open the door without a care. And there, standing before her was ...
This is 12 out of 12. This is not an ending to the story. This is a cliffhanger. So even if you collected all of the chest messages in the right order to complete the story, you wouldn't even get a complete story. This is an absolute sham. Whoever did this should be ashamed of themselves. I wonder if these guys were like purposely programmed to walk back and forth super quickly. Makes it harder to hit them with a preemptive. Might as well use smoke cannon. No reason not to.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Right, what does this vanish do?
All right, what's next?
Okay, so that's what it does. It just completely removes them from the battle. All right. I guess we don't get the XP for that either. They're just gone. Yeah. That seems like it would be annoying. What would happen if you used something on like a party member during that kind of turn? Would they just disappear too? I guess like you could use that to save somebody who's super low, but you'd have to wait for them to come back. Let me just check in the book after this. To see like when they would come back. It's basically like they retreated. Gotcha.
We did it!
We indeed did do it. Vanishes lose on you. It removes all EP when done to party members. Bruh. All EP? Are you kidding me? It seems the chest story is a little empty. Indeed, that is the way that it seems, then, Bird. And thanks for the super chat. Okay. Direct attacks suspend enemies. Suspend enemies. That's all it says? I guess if you do it to an enemy, they permanently retreat from battle. Probably same for an ally. Do we have to go into the sewers too, by the way? It's a freaking labyrinth down there. Oh man. So, if like on a vanish turn, it's your turn and you use an item on an ally, would that make the ally disappear? Or does it have to be simply attacks? The enemy comes back in 3 to 5 turns. They'll come back after a while, same with your party members. Okay. Either way, it's not great. Only damaging attacks, okay. At least there's that.
Scary.
Let me in! Oh wait, they will let me in. A few areas that we still have to check though. Sacrifice!
All you.
Bruh. Coward! Uh-oh. Bro's a vanishing attack. Oh, come on. This negates one attack. I suppose it's gonna really depend on who he's going to attack with that one. Let's try it. I mean, he's right in front of him, so... Alright, attack Julia. Nice. Well, now we know how that works.
Justice must always prevail.
Ice cream! That seems to be the same. There is a museum over on the side here. Let's go check it. I'm gonna assume the path to the airfield is still closed off, though. Nothing. You'd assume that there would be a chest, especially in this room, that we could open, but I guess not. Is there nothing in the museum? I guess not. Okay. It's just a museum. And no, we can go this way. I'm going this way because I assume they want me to go into the embassy. So we're checking out this path first.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Hello? We're truly alone. Oh, bro.
Justice must always prevail.
Oh, man. You'll love to see it. I can only imagine how annoying that would be, though, if the enemy gets that on their first turn. And there's nothing you can do about it. I wonder if that's possible.
Goddess, my thanks to
Like,
thee.
how much can RNG screw you over when it comes to the turn system there? It reminds me of that, like, last map in Valkyria Chronicles 4, where it was the one and only map where they let the enemy go first, and they could technically just kill you. Straight off, rip. And there was nothing you could do about it. So you just had to restart the map and hope RNG doesn't screw you over this time. That was, not the greatest map. If you could imagine.
All right, what's next?
Right, give me a second actually, dudes. Oh, one button. Might as well save here too. Be right back. Oh, don't worry, guys. I haven't died yet. Unfortunately, behind this mask, I am a real human being. I just want to go and clear out my nose. Hopefully I'm not coming down with something. I don't remember that map. Time to play the game again. Always a good excuse to play Valkyria Chronicles. It was actually a really good game. And I'm surprised that there aren't any more games out there that are in a similar style. I mean, I certainly can't complain about some of the swimsuits in that game. I thought you were an AI? The amount of people that still think VTubers are AI is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have been accused of being like AI slop, reacting to videos and re-uploading videos on YouTube. I don't even bother with those people. It doesn't matter what you say. They are convinced in their ways. Yo, what's up, Lorenzo? I always play the games, never letting people die. Oh yeah, 100%. I can't do that either. It just feels bad. Especially when you have the ability to just reload a save. Just play a little bit, you know? Play a little bit extra. Make sure everybody gets there. The only time I would ever consider just letting my guys die is with XCOM, and if it's funny. If it's for the stream. If I was playing on my own, I'd always just reload. People will believe what they want to believe? Yeah, very true. Not a whole lot you can do about any of it. They're all my babies and they're never dying. If I was playing, if I was streaming Fire Emblem Three Houses, even in that scenario, I wouldn't let anybody die.
All right, what's next?
I just can't. They are my little beans, and they must survive. All right. Let's check the. Let's quickly run past and check the sewer entrance first. Might as well. I am fairly certain they want us to go into the embassy, but you never know. Not letting anyone die in Unicorn Overlord. The thing is, with Unicorn Overlord, is that there are like text options that you can choose from. Oh, come on. That seem like they would change a lot of the story, but it's basically just deciding, will they join your army or die? Pretty much. So there's really no point in letting anyone die. I suppose you'd have to come up with new and unique strategies in that scenario. But then again, you could always just buy mercenaries anyways. And by letting people die, you kind of just lose out on content, so it's just... You just lose. So yeah, there's no good reason to. I think for something like XCOM, it kind of works, because everybody's essentially a nameless soldier. Unless if you give them a name, of course. And it's kind of thematic when it comes to guerrilla warfare against a superior alien race. There's gotta be casualties. Whereas for things like Unicorn Overlord and Fire Emblem, I feel like it's a fantasy story. We're here to beat the bad guys. But that's my take on it. I know plenty of people enjoy Iron Man runs to see who survives. I tried it, but I couldn't. I wasn't good enough. If you were head of a company, how would you approach the bloat problem without being behind in sales and popularity? That is a loaded question. Depending on the size of the company, you'd probably just have to consider the capabilities. Ultimately, like, you're not going to be making AAA games unless you're a AAA company. So at that point, you might as well just lean into the style. Inherently, I don't think that would be very bloaty. So long as soldiers have stories and personalities, I will do my utmost to save everyone. In XCOM though, yeah, exactly. Like, they have a reason, and they have a goal, they have a dream. XCOM soldiers do also kind of have that, but it's not at the forefront of the story. Playing games in hard mode is always fun for a while, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it can get a little too much. Sometimes when you get back from work, you just want to relax and play games and not have to have all this headache, but other times you want the challenge. No time to get comfy, huh? They just popped up out of nowhere. Here they come. Alright. How powerful are you guys? Dark Blade. Animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages. Swift and targets foes' weak points. Yikes. Okay. Unfortunately, they're not all grouped up. This doesn't yet seem like a battle I need to spend my S-crafts on, so I will save that for now. Unless if I need something specifically here, like an AT delay. No important turns incoming though, so I'll just soul blur. We can use items at EP to heal back up anyways. We have the impede and the heal. Apart from that, let's just focus our attacks. I wonder how much damage this is going to do. Okay, they do have quite a bit of defense. Yikers. Okay, what are you casting? The enemies all look like they're jabbing to the music. Oh yeah. Especially the ones casting. They're really bopping. I wonder, does this work on all of you? And also I need to get more defense for Tita. Oh, come on. Did you know that this is Tita's range? Oh.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Okay, it doesn't work. It's fine.
Bam!
Alright, pretty significant damage. Cloak and dagger? But this isn't Marvel Rivals. I think their normal attack does more damage, funnily enough. Maybe it just has like a high crit chance, but it's not critting. Because it seems like their normal attack is double hit. Okay. Well, whatever. I'll accept it. Probably should have used this first. Now that everyone is grouped up, let us... I will heal up you. Alright, Tita has S-Craft. Very good opportunity to hit all of them here. Honestly, I'll do a normal attack, and on the bonus turn, I'll just use Tita's S-Craft. Might as well. Saves me some headache. In case one of them does not die, let's Soul Blur. There we go.
Prepare to meet your doom! Come on, everyone! Yeah!
Well,
Scary.
look at me expecting some of them to survive.
Scary.
Tita too strong. $1 per hour of enjoyment roll. If a game doesn't give me that, I usually consider it bad, with a few exceptions. As enjoyment, not mindless bloat. Yeah, true. I mean, games can be very long, but have no substance to them. Which I'm very glad that Trails in the Sky, despite being this long, still does have a lot of fun to be had from the characters and the story. And I suppose if you're really into the turn-based gameplay. I wouldn't say I'm super into it, but it's better than some other combat systems that I've tried out. Oh. I wonder who that could be. I'll come back to you in a bit. Been making my way through FF14. Very fun. I feel you need someone to walk you through it with you. That makes sense. With any MMO, I feel like having an experienced player there to help you out is probably the way to go. I'll have to hit up Nivian Cashew whenever I play FF14. You are the real treasure. Aw, would you look at that? Chest being wholesome. When Tita says Hugh's scary, she's realizing how she appears to the enemies. True. Tita is everyone else's nightmare if they're at the other end of her gun. I'm empty, you say? What a liberalist statement. Liberalist. Lois Lane. Is that even a word? Liberalist. Also, Bestia. Oh my god. You know what? I'll give that to Tita. She's kind of our... Well, she has the least amount of HP in our party, so... Make sure she survives as long as she needs to. Sealing stone. Is that? Indeed. We found you and Tita inside stones, just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside this one, too. Probably Vander. Well, it's in the Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivier. Oh, wait. Joshua was born in Erebonia too, wasn't he? I don't care who it is. I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. There's no rush, but we should try and make our way back to the base soon and check for ourselves. No rush. Right, that was kind of all that we found here. So, how do we open up any of these locks then? Maybe I need to go to the other districts? Potentially. Regardless, let's just head back to base. Wait, can I teleport back here? I can. Unleash! I see the intriguing conversation you guys are having. So, my take on that is, like, I usually don't do the hour per dollar kind of comparison in order to find my enjoyment from a game. However, whenever I talk about how I feel about a game, that is still an aspect that I do consider. Like, I would say that Spider-Man Miles Morales is a good and fun game. However, I would not buy that at full price, considering how incredibly short it is. So, I enjoyed it, it's good, but not at that price. Let me drink some water. Why does a fighting game need that extra 95 gigabytes? Who knows? I mean, with how graphics are nowadays, probably a lot of models just imported and rendered.
I still can't get over how pretty they are.
So this is how I was released too, was it?
We're gonna get a version of this conversation for everybody. It's da-na-na-na. Super OP Vander. It's now the afternoon. Oh. All right then.
That looks like...
What was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivia. Their target is likely to be...
Nani? It really is you. Captain Swartz?
What are you doing here?
Huh?
Just where is this? What happened to Olivia?
So you were with the prince when you were drawn in here. Allow me to explain what we know of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them.
I see. I must admit, all of this is a little much to take in at once. I'm more tempted to think I'll wake up any minute to find I've been dreaming.
I felt much the same at first, Major. I've been in here for a while now, and I still find myself doubting all of this is even real. I'm too hard-headed for my own good, I fear.
Then we're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. I'm concerned about that fool's safety, so allow me to assist you with your search. We'd be happy to have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the light started surrounding you?
Well, the two of us were in Parm conducting an inspection.
Night arrived and the two of us made our way back to the hotel where we were staying.
That was when it happened, and completely without warning.
I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may have been caught up in this as well.
Parm? That's the southernmost town in Erebonia, right?
That's right. It happens to be the closest Erebonian town to Liberal.
Sorry to interject, but may I ask something? Who is this Olivier you keep referring to?
Oh yeah, she doesn't know. Oh, he was another one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Olivert. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him though. He's real easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree anymore with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour.
You know as well as I do that there's more to him than that, of course. Word of his exploits since returning to the Empire has been reaching Liberal, Major. If they are to be believed, he's become quite adored at high-class social gatherings.
It's true he's managed to avoid causing too much of a stir by keeping up his usual act so far. But who knows what kind of rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Something wrong, Riaz?
Nothing at all. It's interesting how the people we found so far all seem to know one another. That can't be a simple coincidence. Perhaps all the people who meet that condition end up getting surrounded by that white light and coming here. Maybe?
Well, the logic does add up. At the very least, it appears to be linked to becoming imprisoned in one of those stones you spoke of. You mentioned before not finding sealing stones containing any of the Arcel's crew or Grand Solite residents, correct? Despite encountering both the ship and the city itself in an abnormal state.
That's correct. I hadn't even thought of that.
It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now, our focus needs to be finding out what happened to Grand Sol.
Indeed.
I'd like to accompany you too, if at all possible. The fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. Alright, we can't take out Ria's. We kinda need Julia, so unfortunately we're gonna have to drop Tita for this one. So that we can open up that, star door. Okay. Wait, there's a random option too? Just randomize your party. From this point, it will be possible to switch members in and out of the party from the garden. To do this, select the party icon displayed on the screen. Members who aren't mandatory at that point in time can be switched freely. It's also possible to view and change the equipment and orbments of reserved members from the camp menu while in the garden as well. Change the equipment and orbments of reserved members. As long as they're here, okay, so we don't have to swap them into the party to change out their equipment.
Well, take care, okay?
You got it.
We'll leave keeping an eye on things in the garden to you. If you ever find yourself in danger, don't try and do anything dangerous, alright? Alright. What was that? Kevin, was that?
Yep, it's our old pal the Cube again. Visitors from afar, possessors of the Cube. Yeah. Yes, it is indeed a woman's voice, Tina. I guess I should change it. And who might she be? Oh, wish we knew. Man. For some reason, the voice for this cube reminds me of an episode of Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo? The freak am I talking about? Courage the Cowardly Dog. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us. I do indeed remember Tinkerlin. At this point, I have a pretty good guess at who this voice is, but I still don't know why. Like, I mean, why else would you introduce Rufina, right? But why? And how? We don't know Rufina's powers, I guess, but, or maybe it was mentioned. I didn't go back to check out the previous streams where she was mentioned. So, that the surprise could be more of a surprise, I suppose.
You seem to be gathering strength well. I will unlock another of the cube's powers. Whee!
I don't know, I like my voice better. Nani? About remote abilities. In the cube menu, you can select a character not in the active party to set as a support menu. Member, not menu. This support member will confer certain benefits on the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they can provide, including raising stats, drop rates, and more. When you have Tita as your support member, she can send orbital laser cannons at the enemy.
The power of the Malevolent One is much too great. I pray that your bonds will become a great light that will let you prevail. ...
Okay. It might be Rufina, or it might just straight up be Adios. Who knows? Because Adios is a goddess, right? The goddess that watches over Liberal. I fear I may have underestimated just how bizarre a situation this is. Bizarre, you say? Is this a JoJo's reference? Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound as though she means us any harm. Indeed, that Schwarz Ritter is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her just yet. We still don't know who she is. Well, thanks to her, we got a few neat features on the queue to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work? Later, Lorenzo. Thanks for swinging by. Right, how do I access that with controller? Oh. Dex 15, agility 10, speed -5. Intriguing, Tita, intriguing. Right. We don't need a restore right now. However, weapon. Weapon for Vander not currently available. We could get the Hound Bow for you. There's always a possibility that we find something better, like immediately, but whatever. It works out, eventually in the end. This is a pretty significant upgrade for anybody that I give it to. And I'm running low on money though. Vander, what do you have equipped? Oh, you have open slots. You have a lot of level 2 stuff though. I'll just give you a few things here. Shield. Mind. Yeah, sure. Good night, Chickerling. Vander only has like 120 EP. Yeah, he does seem mostly like a physical character too. Look at this guy. Proxy puppet. I'll put that on for any tough fight that we run into. Still currently doing okay though. Oh, then I can adjust Titus. Let's actually take off the Bestia coat then. So that way we can put on somebody else that would need it. Possibly Kevin? I mean, Kevin's survival is kind of paramount. At this point, he is our backline support, so. Vander destroys enemies? Good to know. And good for him. It'd be kind of weird if he got to his position without being very strong. Alright. We have our very clear front line. And we got Bro in the back. What is your S-break? Righteous Witness! It's an area attack. A powerful slash that casts enemies into oblivion. Neat. Without even asking him first. That big blade ain't just for show. Okay. Is there a specific button on controller? No, does not look like it. I guess I can just use mouse. Yeah, that's fine. I was trying to find a button for the party. Like the right stick in for the map here, but it is what it is. Star door. Don't think we ran into any like sun or moon doors that Vander would be a part of. Yeah, no. Just this one. Okay, what is this gonna be?
Bring to me the guardian and the blade. Open,
Says I. What could this be? We're in a temple from Breath of the Wild.
I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing.
What a brave man. You know it. Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberal came to an end. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior.
I really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself.
Your Majesty, please. I've done nothing to deserve such praise.
I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of everyone of Liberal's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you get.
I really am proud of you, Captain Schwartz. I am honored, Your Majesty.
I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you.
But, Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberal's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medals or promotions.
Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace that we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arcel, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arcel was you. Be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I barely spent all that much time in my current position. So assuming one with even greater responsibility would be, there is no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of today off. How would you feel about that? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all you did, and I believe there to be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying that they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled so.
So who was it? Lux? Leon? Could easily be both, knowing them. I'll kill them later. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue.
As such, I would like for you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of this nation anew. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Julius Schwartz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. The end of the story.
A promotion. Ordinarily, receiving one would be a cause for celebration, but for me...
Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear you've been given the rest of the day off.
That's right, yes. I'm amazed you already know that when I was just told myself.
It's not all that amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communications network from Leiston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even.
Directly?
I can't believe it! He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. Okay, so Echo's the dude. It's really hard to tell with their backs towards us when they're in the RSL.
What is it with them?
I still wish we could have helped with repairing the RSL too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule too. I wonder how things are going over there.
You needn't to worry about the RSL's repairs. The only reason those three are still there at Leiston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the maintenance chief from ZCF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness left already?
Yes, in fact. Claudia left not that long ago, if you're looking for her. Oh. Okay, but bro is redeemed. However, his voice has not changed, unless if I can't do it anymore. Oh god. She's gone to inspect the royal villa. Were you not aware of this?
Your Grace, I was not. I would very much have liked to accompany her over there, if I am truthful.
I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I can't say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your current rank.
I suppose so.
Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much.
Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace.
And with that, we're leaving. Philip, there is work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace.
Please try not to be too downhearted.
What are you doing, Philip? I said that there is work to be done.
My apologies.
I'm definitely giving him a slightly different voice. I think it still works. It looks as though I missed Her Highness yet again.
Still, we're both so busy with our duties that it's no wonder it keeps happening.
It's incredible how much Duke Dunnan's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen in the administrative room, working genuinely hard lately.
He was the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back too.
I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain.
As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence.
Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Imagine this is just like an hour of cutscenes for Julia's day off. Like, nothing happens. She's just chilling and having fun.
Being granted a day off is all well and good in theory, but I haven't had one in so long I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it.
Usually I just do what I do every day. Record video, edit video, upload video, play game, maybe.
Should I go shopping? Perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I be best just returning to my room and reading a book? No, I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively.
Exactly! Yes! Work!
I know. Wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It would be an excellent use of my time, even.
What in the...
Is it really true that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she?
Please don't push. Everyone, please calm down.
Oh, what exactly is going on here?
Captain? Oh, no. Why did you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please retreat back inside the castle at once.
It's Julia! Nani? It really is! Oh.
What the devil is this? What?
Julia! Yeah! Run! Run! Wait, Julia, no! Don't go!
I didn't know Grancel Castle got invaded that day. Captain Schwartz! We've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
What just happened?
Well,
They appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive at the castle this morning. I wonder if that could be related to all this.
fan letters?
Apparently, some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information on what you were up to on that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people who claim to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it.
I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill in the rest myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters? Magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not at all. First Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this. I just want to be a nobody. All I really wanted to do was to protect Her Highness, that's all. That's what I want to do now too, but the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward?
You've done your job way too well. Oh hey! Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I will conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask you to pass that on to Her Majesty?
It would be my pleasure. Oh, if it isn't Julia. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Oh, not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop.
It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned.
I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass at all of late.
Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. All I'll ask of you in the busy times you face is this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand.
Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart.
Haha, excellent. Haha. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be on my way. Good day, Archbishop.
Can he make it through the horde of fans? Actually, there is one way I may be able to get out of here. Archbishop Current, please wait.
Just dress up as the Archbishop.
Everyone, please move a little farther for the castle gates. Please, just a little more. If everyone could please remain calm. It's Julia! She's coming out! She's coming out!
Oh,
I believe we have seen Nun Julia before, didn't we?
in the second game?
Oh, it's just the Archbishop and a stupid sister.
Imagine.
Come now, everyone. Move aside and let us pass.
When they say she's coming out, do they mean from the castle or the closet? Considering it's a horde of female fans, probably both.
It looks like your plan ended up working, Julia.
Fortunately, yes.
Do we not have a sprite of Julia in the nun cosplay here? Because that'd be kind of hype.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again.
Not to worry. You have my sympathies even. Those seem to be some very fervent admirers back there.
Oh, it's Vander. He's just a walking down the road. In the middle of the road.
Major Vander? What is he doing here? I thought he had already left Liberal. ...
This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Schwartz.
You could tell?
I should be back in Erebonia, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. Wipes blood off hands. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. I would have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we were able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now?
Major!
It appears to me that there is little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother. Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. Archbishop!
Well, this is awkward. So that was the famous Archbishop Current, was it? I do not know why he is just standing there, in the middle of the road, not going to church to prepare for mass, but... intriguing. Perhaps Idios commanded him to stand there. Perhaps I should have taken that chance to introduce myself properly to him.
Major? I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You see,
He's currently thinking he is off screen. Oh man.
Aw, I wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I've really got to get going. I wish I could have gotten a close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. Ah, she's so dreamy.
Bruh. Run! Run! Run for the hills!
They're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed! Doomed, I tell you!
Should you like, Captain? I would be happy to help you disguise yourself.
Pardon?
I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation,
but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works for you, I'd be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer.
Oh my. Thank you.
Julia!
Please do. Right away.
My pleasure. Being dreamy? Always wondered what that really means. I don't know either. I guess it's just like the ideal person from your dreams, kind of. I would assume that's what people would mean. Granted, I've never dreamt before, so can't relate.
Never mind. I suppose it was just my imagination. It must have been.
Why do so many things happen in this one little box?
Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think?
It should be.
You never dreamt? Oh, wait. We do have a sprite of her in at least a nun outfit, not with a habit on? I don't know what it's called. But, I don't know exactly how that works. I don't know if I'm the type that dreams and always forgets about what I've dreamt, or I just don't dream in general. Regardless, whenever my head hits the pillow, a few seconds later I usually wake up. That's how it goes for me.
I can't apologize enough for this, Major.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered. Usually because the Oliviers cause some kind of predicament.
I can see that. I'm still ashamed of what happened, though. A little simple commotion like that ruined my plans to go outside the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't even have been able to leave the castle without resorting to a disguise.
I'm not sure you've any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain.
I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I am utterly useless. This isn't the first time that I felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. I should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Grancel was attacked by Ouroboros too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact?
I'm not fit to even serve them. Well, I can certainly understand your frustrations. They were both safe, were they not? Surely that is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that.
I understand that, or at least I want to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of great hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in a way that's worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position.
Julia, no. You're not even a VTuber and you're already suffering from imposter syndrome. No!
No, none of that is what bothers me most. If people want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. And receiving a promotion isn't in itself a cause to be unhappy. More the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always been able to go and escort Prince Olivert like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you were always by his side, But you were when he needed you the most. You did more than escort him too. You were able to help and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she's plagued with worry. When she was agonizing over whether to assume her position as crown princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her.
I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seems to be the more fortunate one.
How so? What exactly do you mean, Major?
I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did. But protecting that fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve.
The moment you were born? Oh, right. You're a Vander.
And we're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear.
That's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Olibert of all people.
Quite so. Poor Vander, though. It's crazy to think that there are just families out there, if you're born into them, that your entire life is already decided for you. You don't really have a say in any of that. Like, you have to serve the crown prince forever until you die. And then your son will also do the exact same thing. And you have to have a son in order to make sure that they do the exact same thing. I'm glad that I didn't lose the dice roll when I was born. The Vander family has some real trouble. Yeah. I can only assume that many other families in similar situations would be very complicated, to say the least. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy and fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you can genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful, but am I wrong?
No, I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although, whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely.
Captain, if you'd like, I would be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head.
To clear my head, you say?
Indeed. Still, I would like you to keep this off the record. You just scream very loudly, at the top of your lungs, in the middle of the forest. Or fight to the death. Same thing, really. This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used.
So this was what you had in mind. I can't say I feel especially confident about my chances of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try.
There's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin. Oh man, I should have put the better gear on Julia then. At least we start off with 200 CP, so... I'm not gonna put the shield on yet. I want to see what he does. Ooh, we do very little damage. What the frick? This was not what I had in mind when you said that you were going to do a friendly duel. You just blow up the galaxy. What the fuck? What is wrong with you, man?
Ow! Owie! Screw you!
Come and get me.
Of course, it had to be the first move that he does.
Yeah! Are we meant to lose this? I hope so. Cause hot tamales, bro. Yo, what's up, Battle Collector? If I wasn't stuck in this cutscene, yeah, I probably would have already ended stream. So yes, a tad bit late indeed. But glad to have you here regardless. We only have 2 tier bomb? You can win this. Holy tamales. Crushes foes to pace with warp space. That costs 100 EP though. Ragnar Blast! Baja Blast! Ow! Aw, man. Ragnar Blast!
No way!
Bro, he's faster than me? That's illegal. How many times can he do the no way, by the way? I'm assuming that's costing him craft points. Ragnar Blast! Yeah, okay. There you go. Be gone, fool! Taste the power of Ragnar! That is not a lot of damage, is it?
For the sake of my master. Get ready.
Oh! Triangle power! The power of the Illuminati compels you! Ow. Yowzers. I'ma die. I need to use an item to at least survive this turn. So that I can then heal. Oh! Yo! If you are die, you need to thank him forever. He did help clear our mind by murdering us, but he didn't lie. Yo! What the frick, man? We have very limited items. No way to restore our EP. This is some bullshit right here. Like, you can't even tell when his S-Craft is going to be coming out either. Nice. We do have the 4-strike MP combo, but like, how much does this do? Only 850? Yeah, not worth. Then one simple attack removes freaking 2,000. Ow! Why is the Empire just so much better? Screw you. I would just have to build up to my S-Craft. It's gonna be our last heal. I think I can survive one more. Might be a little more efficient here. Would be really nice if some of these attacks could miss. That, or if I had used my block right from the get-go. Not good, bros. Very much not good. Even if I use an item, that's only 2,000. Gaining one attack isn't really going to help me.
Just one, and it costs a whole 30 CP. What else am I gonna do? Brother. Honestly, I might die your next turn. I'll just poke him using S-Craft. Be gone. I tried. Okay. You go, bro. Go ahead. Have fun.
This is bad.
I knew you would be formidable, but not quite like this. Like slashing the entire galaxy to bits. May I ask something? What did you lose by being defeated? I'm not sure I understand. The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wished you could do? If so, that is what you should do most. Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart. Just don't assume I thought of any of what I've said or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being. Only a hint? Please give my regards to the prince when you see him then. I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. It was at that moment that I made a decision in my heart. I would do all I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt the further I moved up the ranks, the more my chances to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. Some later doors have extra rewards for winning seemingly impossible fights like that. I mean, the impossible fights in the series in general usually have pretty good rewards if you're able to do it. Considering my skill level, probably not, but maybe someday we'll get one. I can see how you would win that though, but I also feel like it would take a bit of guesswork to figure out when he's going to be using his S-Craft and then negate that. Because if you can negate the S-Craft, then you can outdamage and outsustain him, eventually. It's just the S-Craft which is the issue. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia? Yeah, the S-Craft is problematic. It does hella damage, for sure. And I think what she means, Argoth, is the fact that she'll be off on, like, the front lines, in the military bases, working out the plans.
Just like the other generals currently are. Instead of, I don't know, being her personal guard.
Scree? Your Highness, Sieg, how come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. Ah, I see. I'm just as surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Indeed I had, and I spent it getting sliced to bits. I ended up running into a friend I don't have many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Julia, I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I wanted to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But it's something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you too. Even in the little things, like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia? Is something the matter? No. All this time I really have been right by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine. But as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help.
My parents never taught me how to fight. Damn. Unfortunate, Argos. That being said, it's not like my mom taught me how to fight people either. She said, something along the lines of, "You are a very big child. Please do not hurt anybody." One right hook from you would probably send people to the hospital, so don't do that, even if they provoke you. And I still recall this one time, I think that was back when I was in kindergarten, where there was like this 6th grade student who wore like a werewolf mask and hid in the trash can. And when I went to take out the trash for the homeroom that I was in, the kid popped out, and then I punched him right in the face because I was surprised. They found him later in the trash can after I ran away, just kind of unconscious there. He was okay, but yeah, glad that they found him.
Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, and your sister as well. So please try not to overexert yourself during my absence. And even if I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah, of course I will. Although, I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on. And I'll always be glad you feel that way.
Scree. Would you like to have a cup of tea? And I guess Chloe just brought 2 dishes with her. Cool. That afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together.
Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. Dun dun dun! The beginning of the end. Side story, Julia's day off, finito! Septium vein, 3000 mira. Here's a reward for reading all those cutscenes. Septium vein. What do be that? Increase all types of sepet dropped by monsters by 1 to 2. Ho ho! Ho ho! Yes, please. Oh. I shall take that. And now, I shall take my leave. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. I don't think these doors are that long. I forget which ones are the longest. Probably like the sun ones. We'll run into it when we run into it though. Kind of unfortunate that we weren't able to beat him, but yeah. It is what it is. I can't see their S-Craft meter. Maybe if we could, we might be able to. Or if I was just a god gamer. That was the shorter ones? Yeah. I'll keep that in mind then. I had a feeling, which is why I did it. I'm glad I was right. But yeah, dudes. That was super fun. I'll catch you guys next week for some more Trails in the Sky. Later, dudes. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.